All right, let's talk some Dodgers O's, two of the best teams in baseball. Yesterday, game one, Dodgers winning 6-4. The Baltimore Orioles gave some fight offensively. Ramon Urias with a double. He's now hitting 253. He went 2 for 3 with a double, 2 runs batted in, 761 OPS. Colton Cowser with a double in the leadoff spot, going 1 for 5. Ryan O'Hearn with a double, but no home runs, no long balls. Gunnar Henderson and Jackson Holliday going hitless, as does Cedric Mullins. Adley Rutschman at DH going 1 for 5 in that one. Baltimore's not in trouble yet. They're still right there with New York, but I do think they have to get things going. Corbin Burnes pitched well last night, gives up 1 earned run. The problem was 5 unearned runs, and that was due to a couple of errors. Ramon Urias with an error, Gunnar Henderson with an error, James McCann at catcher with an error. Speaking of, man, I think the Orioles, this offseason, they really need to upgrade from James McCann. I get that he's a backup catcher, but he plays a lot because they like to give Adley off days. James McCann, 55 games this season, 176 at-bats. He's hitting 222 with a 601 OPS. And he has not been a truly productive player since 2020, when he had an 896 OPS with the White Sox. He was not good with the Mets. He has not been good with Baltimore. If I were them, I would seriously seek out a new backup because they give Adley a lot of off days, which is fair. You know, I understand why they want to give Adley off days, but if you're going to do that, you got to have a better backup option. Dodgers on their part, Shohei Ohtani, he's now up to 42 home runs and 42 stolen bases. He swiped 2 bags last night, so he is officially a member of the 42-42 club, which I'm not sure how many other guys have done that. I think Acuna last year, and I think Alex Rodriguez. So I think he's the third person to go 42-42. And, you know, we're going to get updates about him every day. Like, now he's up to 43, 44. I mean, the 50-50 chase is officially on. It's not even September yet. I don't think he'll get there. I actually don't think he's going to get to 50 home runs this year. I think he will be a 45-45. I don't see him getting to 50. But he went 2 for 4 last night, 3 runs, 1 run batted in. Gavin Lux batting third. Not sure what he's doing in the 3-hole because he has a 693 OPS. He went over 4. Teoscar Hernandez with a 3-run home run. He's now up to 28 on the season with an 814 OPS. That signing seems to have worked out well for him and for the Dodgers. The rest of the lineup went hitless. So there was actually quite a few mishaps for the Dodgers, but they still end up with that 6-4 the victory. Credit Ohtani, credit Teo. They have been they've been the linchpins of this Dodgers team success. Will Smith, Max Muncy have been good. So is Mookie Betts. Somebody who has not been good, Kevin Kiermaier, struck out twice. He's now hitting 201 with a 563 OPS. Even the best teams employ some bad players. Walker Buehler, a little bit better last night. He's still struggling. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, allows 4 runs. 2 of them were earned. A lot of unearned runs last night. 7 combined unearned runs. That's a lot. So Dodgers, they took game 1. Game 2 between these two teams is currently happening right now. Dodgers currently with a 1-0 lead, so we'll check in with that again tomorrow. But it's a good series. And like I said, yeah, the Orioles are not out of it yet because, again, it feels like every time the Orioles win, the Yankees win, and every time the Orioles lose, the Yankees also lose. And the Yankees, they did lose yesterday. They lost to the Nationals. Dylan Cruz hitting his first Major League home run. So the Yankees still with a 1-game lead over Baltimore in the East, but it's, you know what? It's still anybody's division, I think. I think that's up for grabs between Baltimore and New York. I think the Central is up for grabs between Cleveland and Kansas City. Seattle and Minnesota are still right there. And that's kind of where we're at in terms of division races. Where we're at is there are 2 teams that legitimately are in second place, and they think they can win it, right? Kansas City, a game and a half out. Baltimore is 1 game out. And then there's about 4 or 5 teams that we just don't know about. Like, can the Mariners get back into it? They can. I don't know if they will. Can the Twins get back into it? Can the Braves, 6 back of the Phillies, can they make it interesting? Can the Padres, 4 back of the Dodgers, can they make it interesting? Can the Diamondbacks, they're also 4 back. So there's about 5 teams right there. Mariners, Braves, Twins, Padres, D-backs, who are close, but not close enough for me to really believe in them. There's 2 teams, Baltimore and Kansas City, who I do believe in. And I do believe in both Baltimore and Kansas City. I think that both of those teams can win their divisions.